Um, what's up, internet world? I'm Leroy. That's Michael. This is the We Trying channel, our Nerdy by Nature Productions. Michael has decided in a rare poor judgment decision, because if you have been with us, he usually is the brains of the operation. I'm usually Charlie Day, wild card. Um, he's decided to let me start this off. So let me say we're doing this recording because my life is chaos. I'm in the garage. Finally got one of the children to sleep and my wife to sleep. So, with that being said, state of play.
Wait, you said one of what happened to is the other child not sleeping or they
Oh,
were
the
already
other one
asleep?
is like, he's the good one. So,
Okay.
you don't have kids that you live with. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so, still keeping that joke going. Um, Evan, the oldest, goes to sleep. Owen chooses violence every day,
Hmm.
and he can stay up as long as I can. Yeah, at 3.
Okay.
So, finally got him down. Wife is asleep. We can do this. State of play. What'd you think?
I really enjoyed it. I mean, I think the idea of having this big week to look at new games from whatever developer, whatever platform is fantastic. Since
Hmm.
we don't have E3 anymore, Jeff
Rest
Keighley
in
has
peace,
this,
E3. Pour one
yeah,
out.
has this Summer Games Fest, um, and different conferences pop up. Everything kicked off with State of Play for Sony
Hmm.
on Tuesday.
Hmm.
It was
Then we got
enjoyable. I think it ended well and started well. Uh,
Steam
n-
Fest next week.
who?
Summer Game Fest is this week, and then you have there's some
Yeah,
type of
I mean, the Xbox showcase is Sunday.
and then you have after that. Jeff Keighley talked about next week is Steam Fest or some type of Steam
Sure,
Week. Yeah.
could be. I don't know. But yeah, State of Play. It ended well and started well and started well for me with Wolverine and God of War Laufey. I don't know how
Lao
you
Fei.
pronounce his name, but I'm excited.
Lao Fei.
Okay. Um, but I think that overall was, I don't know if I would say it was a better show than the Summer Game Fest. I think because it was shorter, it didn't have to sustain as much momentum for as long a time.
Hmm.
So I definitely feel like that was in its favor. But every game that I saw at State of Play, it intrigued me at least. Even if it wasn't for me, I was like, oh, this is something different. This is interesting.
Oh yeah,
So
there
yeah,
was a lot of
I thought
stuff
it
that
was
I
great.
was like, Michael's never playing this shit.
Yeah, it was cool.
Ill.
Yeah,
It was
ill. I'm
it,
not playing ill.
yeah,
No,
it
no, thank
was
you.
I'm not even gonna lie. Ill was a lot for me.
I don't need to play this game. Um, if I have one knock against it, it was I wish I knew more of what was coming from Sony first party down the line. You got
Ah,
Wolverine, you got God of War. I mean, there's a bunch of other studios. We didn't see Intergalactic, Heretic, Prophecy, Prodigal, whatever it is.
agreed. Agreed. I wanted to see
And
that.
to be fair, I didn't think we were gonna see it because I don't know how far that game is. That
I
game
did.
is,
I
I
did.
no. I was like, nah.
Well,
I
I
think I
expect
think they made a mistake showing it when they did. Honestly,
really.
yeah. I know we've talked about this before on this channel and on the old channel. I think
We have.
we be
We have. Okay.
yeah we become spoiled as gamers, and I think studios should have a little bit more time to let stuff cook,
Hmm.
show a game, and then like when you show a game, show it to me
Hmm.
a year out at most. Don't show it to me 2 or 3 years out.
Agreed. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we've talked about that.
Give me like, okay, if I see it for the first time, there's a unwritten rule, an implicit contract that okay, this game is coming out within a year. I can
An
deal with that.
expectation. A year or
Yeah,
maybe
and
two.
I would say one
I see.
for me.
I'm okay with two, only because it allows me to like. Okay, I know this is on the horizon.
Hmm.
So but I see where you're coming from.
Yeah. So I'm kind of having I'm saying that, but I also, if Sony comes around and like the next year is like, oh, there's a bunch of games coming out that are coming out within a year, that's cool. I just
Mhm.
feel like the way the system is now, where we'll get a preview for a game that could be out 3 or 4 years from now. If that's the case, I would kind of want to see more from of what Sony's doing.
Now, I have a couple of questions. With that being said, were you shocked they didn't show anything for Final Fantasy from Square Enix? Square Enix was not there.
Wait. Are we talking about like State of Play and Summer Games Fest, or just
No,
State of
state of
Play?
play. State of play.
Not really, because there's been a history of Final Fantasy stuff showing up at Jeff Keighley's event,
Okay.
because he had the first trailer for Rebirth. I don't know if he had the first trailer for a remake, but he had the first trailer for Rebirth. So I was expecting it to be at Games Summer Games Fest, which it was.
Okay. The reason why I asked is because
Also, I mean, playing a little behind the scenes, but
Mhm.
I mean, the big rumor was, oh, this game is going to be multi-platform. So Square Enix wanted you to know, nah, we're not coming to Sony. We're coming to Summer Game Fest to let you know we are everywhere.
well, because they need the money.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why
That
I'm
was
like, I wasn't expecting that at Sony.
okay. I see where you're going. I see. I was wondering. Continue. I have thoughts.
No, that was it.
Okay. If you had to rank it, what's your rubric?
Sony State of Play.
Yeah,
What are we doing? 1 to 5, 1 to 10?
it's up to you. I'm gonna follow you on this one.
We'll go back with our old movie reviews and do that 1 out of 5. So I'd
Mhm.
give it a 4 out of 5.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, I'd give it a 4 out of 5.
okay. Um,
If there were more games that I hadn't seen or things that I didn't expect, then I could have given it a 5 out of 5. But 4 out of 5, it was good. I enjoyed it,
yeah,
and the fact that the pacing was nice because it was just over an hour. It moved well, I thought.
yeah. I agreed. Um, we talked about the state of play. It was coming up. It was on my radar. I will admit, I forgot Summer Game Fest was this week.
Hmm.
You had chastised me, rightfully so. You were like, you were really out of the loop, and I have been. Um, a little behind the scenes. We haven't been able to do this because I've been working a couple of Saturdays, and then I work two jobs. So I do this. I work for South Carolina Educational Television. Um, that's in flux what I do there, but I'm a director producer there, and it's election season. So we have debates, primaries, and then I have another job, and then I got tasked with some extra responsibilities, and then I have the family. So I have been busy. We haven't been able to do this, and then the I knew Summer Game Fest was coming up, so I like set time aside to
Mhm.
watch that. And I was like, I hit Michael up. I was like, yo, we gotta talk about this. And Michael was like, hey, let's wait because guess what's coming up Friday? And I was like, I don't know, game two of the finals. And he was like, no, you are out of the loop.
Game 2 of the finals. Yeah.
He was like, Summer Game Fest. And I was like, oh, yeah. Woo! Right
Mhm.
over the head. So without knowing about Summer Game Fest, my initial reaction for State of Play was a 5 out of 5.
Wow.
Yeah, Raymans.
Okay.
I was blown away because the thing you said was the thing I thought too. There was something for everyone.
Hmm.
The pacing was perfect. Every game fit someone's wish list. If you like survival horror, you got ill. If you liked action adventure, you pick the game. You started with Wolverine, you ended with God of War, and there were so many things in there. Stuntman came back.
Yeah,
Um,
that was a fun surprise.
that was a fun surprise. But I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, like you had for me, Control Resonant. You got a better you got a different trailer. For me, the shining light was Rayman, and let me tell you why.
Did
You ha-
you? Oh, go ahead.
no. I want you to say
Well, I was going to ask. So, did you play Rayman Legends before?
no,
Okay.
but let me tell you why Rayman was the shining light for me. We have argued on the previous channel and just in general about Nintendo's practices. And I have come around to Michael's thinking because he's incepted me and he's a very smart guy. But also, part of the problem that Nintendo has done a good job with that no one else has is that they continue to hoard their IP, but also make it accessible for new generations. And that is what Sony and Microsoft have done a poor job of. Those platforming games that are all ages to bring in new people.
Hmm.
And Rayman looked amazing. I mean, that was from going from 2D to 3D, the platformer. I was so impressed with that game. I was
So,
blown away.
how much do you know about that game?
Nothing.
Okay, because that is a
Nothing.
remake of a Xbox, whatever the Xbox 360 generation was.
Hmm.
It's a remake of that, which I loved that game when it came out. It was so fantastic. So I
Really.
am excited to play that. But that when that one happened, it was, I don't know if it was hand drawn, but it was all 2D animated. That one,
Mhm.
and this one is essentially a 3D version of that. So I think it has all those levels plus a few new ones.
I was, because at first I was like, oh, it's 2D.
Hmm.
And then it moved and I was like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Out of everything shown, because don't get you know how I feel about the X-Men. There's a the display case that you got me for Christmas.
Hmm.
There it's back here with all the X-Men. I have comic book boxes behind me. I am an X-Men fan, so seeing Wolverine, we'll get to that. But Rayman was the game that was like, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. This is the game. So I walked away from State of Play saying this is a 5 out of 5. Um, the end cap, God of War sold me on Deborah, whatever her name is, because I cannot remember. Deborah Ann Wall. What is that woman's name? I don't know.
I feel like her first name isn't Deborah, is it?
It is Deborah.
Oh, Deborah. Yeah, Deborah Ann
Yeah.
Wool. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I was there. So,
I mean, a strong, powerful white lady. How could you resist, Leroy?
sir, I am off my game. I've off my game. You 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 brought it to my attention. I did not know Summer Game Fest was here. I need to do better. I apologize to everyone here. I have a confession to make. I hate that woman because she plays Karen Page so well.
Hmm.
And I have despised Karen Page. And she does. Because here's my thing, if she's gone, I get the Daredevil that I want. And as a comic fan, I don't, as a comic fan, Karen Page sells out Daredevil to Kingpin and actually tells Kingpin Matt Murdock's secret that he is Daredevil. Because she's a junkie, she dies. This starts the catalyst of all. Anyway, so on the show, She's fantastic. She's amazing. She is Karen Page. I love her, but she's so good that I dislike her, if
Hmm.
that makes sense. Because she's like getting caught. Matt has to show up in season two, defend her, yada yada. Anyway, she's great. So to see her as Kratos' wife, because I forgot that she was Kratos's, that game was coming out. Like we knew all the releases and stuff, and when she showed up, I was like, this game looks amazing. To the point, this is how amazing this game looks. My son Evan is 5. This week, I picked him up from camp. I took him to work with me. And on one, I have two monitors at work. On one monitor, I'm monitoring social media. He sees Deborah on one thumbnail, the real Deborah. And then he sees God of War Laufey on another one. And he's like, why does she seem so mad? What happened? And
Hmm.
I'm like, trying to explain, doing a horrible job. And I'm like, oh, wait, let you watch the trailer. For 20 minutes, me and my son were entranced. Now, keep in mind, I watched this trailer.
Hmm.
He's entranced. He asks a couple of questions. He is like, what did I just watch? And at the end of it, he goes, that girl is strong. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah. And then I'm like explaining, like, she died, she's fighting gods. And then I said, this is her husband. And she beat him. And then I showed him God of War. And he was like,
What part of God of War did you show him?
the first one,
Like before the blood?
the remake, the remaster
No,
2020.
no, no. I get that, but just like there was with blood. Hey man, you know what? You parent your child the way you want to. I'm not here to judge.
I showed him, I feel like you're judging me.
I'm not.
And
I'm just
yes, you
curious.
are.
Like, what part of God of War did you show him?
I showed him the trailer of where they burned her
Okay.
and the son was like, and then the son was like, ugh, and Kratos is like, we're gods, we're not like man. Yeah, I showed him that one.
Okay.
And he was like, that's his wife? I was like, yeah, buddy. And I was like, you see that axe? And he's like, yeah. I was like, that's hers. And he was like, what? I was like, yeah. And
Yeah.
he's like, I was like, that's a game. He was like, you have that? And I was like, I do. He's like, I need you to play that. And I was like, say no more, fam.
Yeah.
So
A game you did not finish, correct?
I did not.
Yeah.
I will now. So I say this to say Sony's state of play, no notes.
Hmm.
I don't. Because I like, it doesn't matter who you are or what you play, there was a game for you. And I cannot say that about a lot of, excuse me, because let's be honest, all of these are commercials.
Yeah.
Every one of these videos, they're all what do you call it? Trade shows. They're all trade shows. Like um NAB has one. National Association of Broadcasters has a trade show in Las Vegas every year. The
Hmm.
engineering crew for my station goes. They look at the new technology. That's what this is. Summer Game Fest is a trade show. It just happens to be video games, and they dress it up to make it to look um like cans or anything else. Um, I have no notes. I loved everything about it, and I cannot wait. Now, I will say this: I am interested to see if Sony sticks with, because you had Onimusha. September is the month.
Yeah, a lot of
Does
stuff in
that
September.
does that hold?
I mean, I think so because I don't think you're going to move it closer to Grand Theft Auto.
I'm not. No, no, no. What I'm saying is, we've already seen Fable move to 2027.
Yeah.
We've seen things move up, move back because of Grand Theft Auto, that monster that we know that's coming. I was just shocked to see how many games were slated for September and that week in September,
Yeah.
because we saw 24th and 25th. There were 4 games in September, major games.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, I think at this point there, because either you do September or you move all the way to next year. I feel like you would already know if you're going to do that.
To February,
Well, just sometime next year. I don't know when, but sometime next year.
I think you moved to February. I feel like February or March is safe.
I mean, until something else pops up that we don't know about.
I don't think there's anything that's going to pop up that's going to be a juggernaut. There are 2 games that could actually be a juggernaut on par with a um, Grand Theft Auto. One, The Witcher 3 remaster, which I feel like CD Projekt is working on. I feel like they're working on that. 2, Nintendo, because they've been very quiet. They haven't announced a Mario game. They haven't announced Zelda. There are rumors. I feel like those are the 2 things looming out there that we know is coming. We just don't know what. So
You think the Witcher 3 remaster would be as big as GTA 6?
I think a Witcher 3 remaster would be something to contend with.
Okay.
I do. We've seen DLC for Witcher 3. I think that game, the fact that the Switch has been able to get that game and every platform has it, and so an upgraded Witcher 3 would be something to contend with. I do.
Okay.
But let's be honest, I've been wrong before. I'm wrong a lot. So what was your favorite game from State of Play?
Going back through stuff now and looking. Let's see. What was it like? Oh, yeah, this is. It might be God of War.
Really?
Yeah, either that or what was the other one? Stuntman Hollywood is I'm excited about that because I want
Okay.
to see what are the other things that are what are the other properties that are going to be in it.
Okay.
Like, are we going to get Ghostbusters? Is Ghostbusters going to be in there? Because I think what we saw was Miami Vice.
Hmm.
I think Death Race.
You saw the DeLorean.
Yeah, we saw
You
Back to the
saw
Future.
you saw Miami Vice. It started with Miami Vice. You saw Knight Rider. You
Well,
saw
no, it
Death
started with
Race.
some car that somebody. I don't know what it was because the white car I think was Miami Vice. I don't know what the first car was.
Wait, Miami Vice wasn't the first car?
No, there was a car before that.
Oh, it was Kit. Kit was the first car, right?
No, 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 no.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
you're right. It was a Fast and Furious. Was it a Subaru? It was an orange
I
Subaru.
don't know. I don't know
Yes.
cars, but it was an orange car.
It was an orange Subaru. Yes.
And I
Chat,
don't know.
let
I
me
don't know.
know.
I don't know if that's Fast and Furious or if that's something else.
Chat, let me know. Was it an orange Subaru? Because if it's an orange Subaru, That was Tokyo Drift.
Okay.
Okay.
But I'm curious to see what else is going to be, what other IPs are going to be part of that.
I love the fact that they put Death Race in there.
Yeah, that was cool.
Death Race 3000. And because
Hmm.
at first I was like, that's Mad Max. And I was like, oh no, that's Death Race. And it was both of them. And I was very excited for those games.
Hmm.
Um, so again, I'm I am going to be out of left field. Rayman was my game for this.
Okay.
I was, don't get me wrong, everything was amazing. I showed Evan Lost Wild,
I was
Tomb
going to
Raider.
say, did he see the dinosaur game?
He did. He saw Lost Wild. And then after that, I showed him Tomb Raider. And we watched Lao Fei. He wants me to get that so he can see what happens. And I may not buy it initially.
Hmm.
That's not a day one for me, only because I cannot afford everything that comes out. But luckily, there was no release date. So I'm like, whoo,
Yeah,
there's a lot of
I think
things.
it could be next year, maybe.
I think that's 2028.
Okay.
I think they gave us that to give us like to tide us over. Because remember, they still have the trilogy remake they're working on. They have this, and they have another Kratos story later on. Either way, Rayman was the game for me because I was like, we talked about this with Astrobot. They are finally investing in family games, generational games.
Wait, when you say they, who's they?
Sony,
Because Rayman isn't Sony.
no, but Sony. Here's the thing that I think Sony is starting to realize. We've talked about this with Jim Ryan. Jim Ryan pivoted to um, live service games,
Hmm.
and we have seen those fail. Like birds being shot, like skeet shooting, Concord. The only one that made it was Helldivers. They have not hit on any of their live service games. But I feel like having Rayman, and they were the first to have Rayman, to have an all ages game like that
Hmm.
after Astrobot on their platform, I feel like that's a win that you have to have. Because we've talked about if you don't capture the kids like Nintendo has, you're not growing a new generation. I'm and Michael is I'm not gonna say our ages, but there's gray here. There's gray there. You need an Astrobot. You need a Rayman. You need Crash Bandicoot. You need Lost. What's the sack game with the little
Sackboy.
sack boy? But what is it called? It's not called Sack Boy.
Oh, Little Big Planet.
Yes, thank you. You need those games, and I feel like Sony's starting to recognize that, and so that's why that out of that whole thing, Rayman was my game because it
Mhm.
looked amazing. Let's
I
move
was
to
looking
some.
up more on
Go.
the stuntman to see
Hmm.
what. So it looks like it's Universal movies. So
Ah,
I don't know what else big other car stuff. Because I was wondering, oh, are we going to get Back to the Future? Not back, Ghostbusters, but that's not a Universal movie.
because Back to the
Maybe,
Future's in there. That was the DeLorean was the last one that we saw.
yeah.
But again, for me, I was like you're right. It was a little over an hour. Sony's State of Play caught me uh from the beginning with Wolverine and Insomniac because I did not play excuse me, Spider-Man or Miles Morales first. You did.
Hmm.
I played them after you, and you were like, they take liberties with both of these games. And you warned me these none of these are following the comics.
Right.
They're totally separate. And so when Wolverine showed up, I was like, oh. and I want to say, what's his name? Max from IGN. He said the same thing, and I was like, okay, I don't know in the world where these characters are, but I'm sold.
Mhm.
And this game comes out, and don't get me wrong, I will buy this game. But Rayman was the game that I was like, I cannot wait for that to come out. So, with that being
And
said,
it's co-op, right?
yep,
Okay.
yep. Now, I'm probably not the best parent, but I will not let my kids play that right now. That's a
You would let him play Rayman?
Oh, I thought you meant Wolverine. No.
No, no, I was talking about no. I don't know because I'm talking about co-op for Rayman.
Oh no, no. The Rayman, yeah. I
Yeah.
like I will yeah. So let's move on to the next big thing that happened this week. Summer Game Fest.
Mm-hmm.
Take it away.
No, overall thoughts. I thought Summer Game Fest is fine. I will always admire Jeff Keighley for putting on this huge show. It is. I think he gets better and better in terms of finding the balance between putting games that people want to
Mhm,
see and letting the huge overseas developers like NetEase and stuff show off their
mhm.
games to make money in order to put this thing on.
Yeah.
I felt like this year we did not get as many of the Hoyoverse games, stuff like that, which is great.
You
Because
mean
I
the
really
shovelware?
who?
The shovelware?
No, well, not even the shovelware, but just like those games that are like the gotcha style games, I guess, the gotcha grabs or whatever. But yeah,
The
uh,
BS games.
yeah. Um, but there was a lot of good stuff. I will say, I do not think this was as strong overall as State of Play because again, they had to fill 2 hours compared to an hour and 10 minutes. Um,
Agreed.
but it ended strong. It started strong, the same way the other one did. Um, Seeing Resident Evil Veronica, that's cool. I've become a fan of Resident Evil games now with this new remake engine.
Son,
Playing
I'm playing 4 right now and I'm loving it.
yeah. I still need to get the sale and pick up RE4 and RE3. Uh,
Capcom say I will say this, not to cut you off. Capcom has done a very good job of like, hey man, we got a sale going. You need to get 2, 3, Village, Biohazard, whatever you need. We got
mhm,
that. Like, I picked up 4 physical from Amazon, and I bought 2 and 3, and I texted you and Avery, and I was
mhm.
like, "Yo, get on this," because I bought 2 and 3 for $15, and I was like, I got 2 and 3, the VR, everything that comes with those DLC, and I got 4, and I'm playing it right now. So yeah, hats off to Capcom for that. And old girl who plays Lady,
Dimitres.
yes, hats off to her because she, one, bravo, lady. Two, she showed up and was like, "Yo, get on this," and I really appreciated that.
Yeah. So Resident Evil Veronica looks good, but for me, the thing that clinched it that I needed was seeing Final Fantasy VII Revelation. We finally got the last title. Say spring 2027. So I think up until June, maybe
Mhm.
is kind of when spring cuts off, right? So hopefully we'll have it before the first half of the year next year. I'm excited. I want to see where the story goes. People who have followed us for a long time know I was never the biggest fan of the original Final Fantasy VII.
He was not.
Um,
Shed it on it.
I think
Who booted?
I was too young when it first came out to really understand the story.
Said eight
Then
was
as I got
better.
older, I definitely grew to appreciate it more. But
Said
I
Cloud was a
really liked
bitch.
it after playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. It made me go back and be like, oh, okay, I see what the story was going for. It was great. So I'm on board now. I bought the Cloud Strife model with whatever the name of his motorcycle was.
Michael has bought every collector's edition of Final Fantasy.
No, just the Rebirth. I didn't buy, or just remake. I didn't buy Rebirth's collector's
Oh, you
edition.
didn't? I
No, because
apologize.
I was going to, but I waited too long and it sold out.
Oh, okay. I
So
would
I'm
like to
debating whether or not I'm going to get the collector's edition of Revelation. I don't know.
I would like to point out, as Michael says this, we had a very huge debates about Final Fantasy VII, and Michael was like, "When Cloud's a bitch, Sephiroth is a hoe." Um,
It's not even how I talk, so they know you're lying. Keep going.
he had all kind of wild accusations, and then
Sure.
the remake came out. And it was like, "I was wrong." He was like, "Shaq, I was not aware of your game. I
Okay. Sure.
apologize."
Sure. We'll go with that. Okay.
But yeah, I like Michael was so anti Final Fantasy VII and has come around to the remake. I have Final Fantasy VII remake.
Oh, you
He
picked it up.
has, yeah, he
Okay.
has convinced me to buy it.
Have you played it or you just have it?
Negro, I got a backlog of like I still haven't finished part two of Horizon.
Hmm.
I still got to finish Death Stranding. I started Resident Evil 4. I finally finished Space Marine 2 for the Imperium. Um, Now I'm into Warhammer back again. So like, yeah, it's gonna be a minute before I jump on this Final Fantasy kick. Oh, also, uh, I cannot remember this game, and we talked about it. Expedition 33 on the
Yeah.
back end. Like, I still got to get to that. Like, yeah, Final Fantasy. It's gonna be a minute before I get there. But continue.
No, just seeing that and seeing the way they have realized different parts of the world, like seeing the Wutai Empire being realized and
Hmm.
seeing the high wind going over the overworld and how you jump out of it to drop to different scenes. I'm ready for that. Let's go.
Okay. So is that your number one?
Hmm.
Okay.
I am excited for the last Ronin game. Um, I'm cautiously optimistic about it because it's being done by Platinum Games. So I hope it is them being on their A levels here and not like bad Platinum. I'm hoping it's good Platinum.
Okay. Um,
Oh, also Tupac, because why not?
no, son. I honestly thought when you sent that text to us in the group chat, I thought you were fucking with me.
Why?
I just did because when you
Okay.
sent it, a lot of this is going to be the behind the scenes. I had been doing debates, and I have been dealing with like political stuff. So like me and Chris had been talking about like different political stuff on the side. So when you sent that, I thought you were trolling me
Okay.
because Vanessa sent the job thing, and I was like, "We're looking for people," and I thought you were like you were trolling me too. And then I saw it, and I was like, "This is the worst timeline." And
So
I
you're
was like,
not a fan.
"No,
Okay.
I am not." So yeah, um, I'm trying to think. I don't. I will say this:
Hmm.
I don't want to play it. There were a lot of games that I was like, I will never play that, but I'm happy for you.
Hmm.
My biggest, I loved Resident Evil Veronica, which I probably will end up playing once it goes on sale. Mech Break or Mecha Break, whatever that was, I was really into. Um, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to play it. Alien Isolation 2.
Yeah, that old freaky game.
I don't want to play it. I will watch that on YouTube. I will watch people's on Twitch.
Hmm.
I'm a Xenomorph fan. That's the one that I was like mind blown because I remember when that game came out. I remember everybody playing it. I tried to play it once and I was like, this is not for me. This is too. And I love everything about Dead Space.
Hmm.
I couldn't get behind it. I couldn't do Alien Isolation. And to see a two, I was like, bravo.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Um, was there anything you wish was here that wasn't here?
Uh Naughty Dog's Intergalactic.
Okay.
We talked about it on Sony. I do like Code Veronica. I was a little or Veronica. It's not Code Veronica. I was a little disappointed it wasn't at Sony. And I also there were a couple of things that I was like, oh, I wish I'd have seen this. But I also realized, like you said, on Sunday, Xbox is going to so we're gonna get even though Fable has been pushed back to 2027, we're gonna get Fable, we're gonna get Gears of War, we're gonna get Halo, we're gonna get all of the Microsoft, ZeniMax, whatever they bought, Activision stuff. I think we're going to get another trailer for Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 4.
Hmm.
Um, so I wasn't disappointed. I felt like this was disjointed.
Okay.
I feel like you got First Light, you got Mads Mikkelsen coming out. I was shocked Mind's Eye was there. Like, as I'm watching this, I was mind blown. Mind's Eye showed up.
Wait, where are we talking about?
Summer Game Fest.
I didn't see Mind's Eye.
Mind's Eye showed up. Mind's Eye showed up before. Yeah, dude. I was like, whoa, this is still a thing?
Hmm.
Because Hitman shows up in Red City. And then they had the guy from Mind's Eye, whatever the CEO was, he came out. Then he brought up Mads Mikkelsen, and I was like, "What is going on? How is this a thing?"
Wait,
Because he's
what are you talking about? This year?
yes,
Okay. Okay.
yeah, I was like, mind blown. Um, I just felt like there was so much going on. I'm on the opposite, and I didn't feel it was as tight as it could have been.
Hmm.
I felt like there was a lot going on. There was one game that I really was kind of interested in only because of the gameplay, and I could not remember what it is. Uh, I did like everything we saw.
Hmm.
Atomic Heart 2. I'm hoping that the AI is or the character designs or the main character dialogue is better. I did not pick up Atomic Heart until it goes on sale. I won't pick
Wait,
it up.
I think you're looking at the wrong Game Fest clip
No.
because Atomic Heart 2 was not at this year's Games Fest. It was at last year's Games Fest.
What are you
Yes. So I don't know if you like watch part of this year's and watch some of last year's because like
you know
that
what?
definitely was not at Game Fest.
I might have.
You definitely did.
Because Snoop was at this and Mads Mikkelsen, right?
Mads Mikkelsen was not here. Snoop was here.
You know what? I might have watched both.
Okay.
I told you my life is chaos.
Yeah, because I was like, Mind's Eye, sir. That did not show up in 2026. Don't worry about that.
My bad, y'all.
Okay.
Oh. Evan got the controller. I'm sorry, y'all.
Yo, we might have to do a part 2 so Leroy can see the full 2026.
So here's what happened. So I watched.
Oh, this is fantastic. Is it frozen? Is Leroy frozen? There,
Okay,
there.
I'm
Okay,
back. Okay,
okay.
so I watched part of it at work. Then I had to pause it and stop and go back to work, like do stuff. And then I came home and I was like, okay, I got to restart it. And I was like, me and Evan were in the living room, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna restart it. And Evan's like, I got you.
Yeah,
That's my fault.
he got you.
That's my fault.
He did get you.
I trusted a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Anyway, um, yeah,
So did you see the new Stellar Blade?
no.
Okay, I think there's a bunch of stuff you might have missed.
You know what? Let me go over to IGN right now.
What are you freaking out about?
Son, why you ain't tell me?
Why I didn't tell you what?
Cuphead.
Yeah, yeah. There is a
Why you tell me about Cuphead? And
because I thought you. I don't know what you have seen and haven't seen. There's an 8-bit Cuphead, and they're working on something else in Cuphead.
why you ain't tell me about Virtual Fighter?
I mean, you better ask your son why he gassed at you, and thinking you were watching the right video.
Son, me and him were on the couch watching this shit like it was brand new.
That's interesting though to show like just how not you're not as in tune as you used to be because you thought all
Son,
that stuff was new.
I'm not like I did not know about Atomic Heart 2. That was in last year's Game Fest.
Yes. Yeah.
Son, oh, you know what? And let me tell you how bad I am. I did see Dying Light the Beast and forgot that it already come out because that was in the video.
Wow.
Because I was like, so here's what happened. We were cleaning out the garage, and me and Katie were like, you guys can stay up past your bedtime, but we got to clean up. We order food, whatever. And I was like, I'm gonna watch this. And I was like, I got it. So he got the remote. He went back to what I thought was the stream I was watching earlier at work.
Hmm.
He did not click on that. He clicked on something else.
Yeah.
That's on me
Yeah.
because I can't blame a 5-year-old. I will, but I
Yeah.
can't because
Yeah.
that's on me. And because we watched a lot of the trailers from State of Play, and he was like, yo, and I was like, son, we have a PS5. I'm gonna play this stuff and you can watch. And he was like, what?
Hmm.
And then when we came home, I showed him the God of War box, and he was like, that's her husband. I was like, yeah. And she fought him and won. And then we showed the axe and then the dwarves. And he was like, that belongs to her? Son, he was sold.
Yeah.
My bad, y'all. That's on me.
Fantastic.
That's on me.
Yeah. All right, wrap this up.
Anyway, so let us know what you're playing. Let us know what you thought about State of Play, Summer Game Fest. I got to go back and watch Summer Game Fest because obviously I didn't finish it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And two, Microsoft and Xbox has something that they got to play on Sunday, and that's going to be big because Asha Sharma, Asha Sharma has plans for 2030 to get
Okay. Good for her.
Xbox
She
to
taking
be
over.
the dominant platform. More power to her.
Mm-hmm.
Don't believe it's going to happen. But
I don't
anyway,
either, but okay.
I'm gonna go through. I'm watching Lower Decks. We finished DTF St. Louis on. I'm also watching Widow's Bay. I'm watching Widow's Bay. Katie is not. Um,
I hear good things about that.
it is actually good. Um, I picked up Lioness season 2 from the library,
Hmm.
and I just finished Space Marine for the Imperium, and I am playing Resident Evil 4 remake. And let me tell you, I love that game. I forgot how much I enjoyed this game of survival horror. Amazing. Capcom sale. Buy all the things Capcom. Michael, what's got you through the week?
I am playing Assassin's Creed Shadows right now. Really loving that. Trying to finish that so I can move over to Metaphor Refantasio.
Sir, need you to slow down and space those words out.
Those are the words that they came up with for the
Try it
game.
again. Try it again. Try it
I
again.
don't know what to tell you.
Try it again.
That's what Atlas. That's what they call it. Refantasio.
Nope. Try it again. Let's start
Already
from the
did.
beginning.
Not doing this again. TV wise, what am I watching on TV? Oh,
That was a
Spider-Man
match.
Noir is fantastic.
That was a spell Michael just did. All of your
Spider-Man
all,
Noir. I'm watching
all
that.
your earring backs are disappeared.
Okay.
Michael just
For All Mankind, new season is out, so I need to start that.
season
and
5.
I think so. That sounds right.
Okay.
So I got to get on that. But yeah, that's it for me.
Okay. Oh, Jack Ryan, Ghost War, came out last week,
Mm-hmm.
and Mandalorian Grogu, and this week is Masters of the Universe.
You gonna
So-
take your boys to see that?
No,
Okay.
only because they have no connection with it. Evan has a tangential connection with Star Wars because of Grogu and Yoda. So I did take him to see Mandalorian. He really enjoyed it. We got the bucket. Oh, you were there when I bought the bucket.
Mm-hmm.
Don't buy the bucket. It's expensive, but I bought it because I am a simp for Star Wars. And
There you go.
Evan loved it, but don't do it. Trying to think what else. Yeah, that's it. So that's what got us through the week. For you guys, everybody out there, find your joy. Let us know what got you through the week. I cannot tell you how excited I am that the library had Lower Deck season 4, season 3 and season 4, and Lioness. Like, I may go watch a couple episodes after this.
Cool.
Like, I'm so excited.
I'm going to sleep. It's 2 a.m.
I'm good. It's the
Okay.
only time the house is quiet.
Okay. Folks, that's Leroy. I'm Michael. You know where to find us. We try and channel Nerdy by Nature Production. We'll be back with more stuff later. Peace.
Hit us up in the comments. We're out.